In the past, Roman roads were very important, the lifeblood of the empire. An empire in which one could travel, trade, and move freely, but which remained close to the outside world, protected by a limes from the threatening barbarian peoples. In our time, the freedom to trade and exchange information is no longer really questioned. At most, there is talk of imposing taxes on the movement of goods. Not in Europe, however, which forms a large unified market. But what's up, human mobility?
One big family in the world.
So I know I have a girl in my class from Morocco. She's African girl, and oh my god! And that's why I am not scared of virgin people because she's nice, she's good. She even once bought me ice cream szapka.
Yes.
And Ada.
You can't be afraid.
What is the reason why, sometimes, people want to enforce borders or push out foreigners?
Aren't people the same on both sides of borders? No, for example, the Basque Country is divided with a border, and in the north they speak French, and in the south Spanish. And even if we have a language Basque that is spoken in both sides, there are different laws. And for example, in the south we have more rights to learn Basque than in the north. So it's very different situation.
The borders also are separated by traditions. One side has different ones, and also history. Before there was a border, many traditions were similar.
Aren't people the same on both sides of borders?
All people are equal no matter what, because we are all born the same way, we all are raised the same way, all of us are human.
Stop judging people by their stereotypes.
All people in the world are equal.
So my question for you is, do you think people are different above the borders?
Well, borders separate communities because people on each side can have different language, tradition, cultures and laws. Even if they live close to each other, their way of life can be different.
I see your point of view.
Öncelikle çok teşekkür ederiz bize zamanınızı ayırdığınız için. İsminiz?
Nezihler.
Türkiye'de ne kadar yaşıyorsunuz?
60 yaşındayım. 60
Tamam. Peki nerede çalıştığınızı sorabilir miyim?
Son 30 yıldır Yunanistan'a sefer yapmış olduğum için zaten göçmenlerin, kaçakların yolunda çalışıyorum. Bu arada ilk bu göç başladığında ben Sakın Adası'nda Avrupa Birliği Frontex diye bir firması var. Bu göçmenlerle ilgili kurulmuş. Hem yardım hem denetim hem sınır güvenliği için. Onlarla bir 15 gün çalıştım. İlk Yunanistan'a kaçanları Atina'ya götürdük gemiyle. 9 sefer yapıldı. O gerçek bir savaştan kaçıştı ama şu anda bahsedilen Türkiye istila eden bu Arap ülkelerinden gelenlerin bunun göçle alakası olmadığını düşünüyorum. Bu bir göç değil, bu savaşla da değil. Bu başka bir şey.
Türkiye'deki Suriyelilerin demografik yapısı oldukça çarpıcı veriler sahip. İstatistikleri sizinle paylaşmak istiyoruz. İçişleri Bakanlığı Göç İdaresi Başkanlığı tarafından açıklanan verilere göre Türkiye'de kayıt altına alınmış geçici koruma statüsündeki Suriyelilerin sayısı 2024 yılı tarihiyle 3 milyon 96 bin kişi olmuş. Suriyeli erkekler toplam Suriyeli sayısının %50'den fazlasını oluşturuyor. Suriyeli kadınların oranı ise üzerinin bir altında kalıyor. 15-24 yaş aralığındaki genç nüfus, toplam Suriyeli nüfusun sadece %18. Genç nüfus çok küçük bir alan kaplıyor. Suriyelilerin Türk nüfusuna oranı ise %3,5. Türkiye'ye gelenlerin sayısı 2017 sonrasında azalsa da doğal nüfus artışı ile birlikte sayılar hep yükselme eğiliminde. Bununla ilgili önlemler alınması gerektiğini düşünüyor musunuz ve yani nasıl önlemler alınması?
Önlem alınmadığı gibi bu destekleniyor zaten. Yani Suriyeliler Türk bebek yapmak için bile bir para ödemedikleri bir durumdayız şu anda. Türkiye'nin ekonomisi çok kötü. Biz zaten yeterli besine, tıbbi desteğe ulaşamazken Bunun böyle olması tabii ki çok yanlış bir politika. Herkes rahatsız. Sadece Suriyeliler değil.
Sadece Suriyeliler değil. Bu soruda
Suriyeliler, evet. Daha önceki Çeşme kaymakamımız orada sınırda görev almıştı. Biz onunla bir sohbette dinlemiştik. Suriyeliler çok tehlikeli değil. Çünkü onlar aileleriyle geldiler.
Aynen.
Ama bu tek başına gelen Afganlar gerçekten artık birçok kriminal olaya neden oluyorlardı.
İzmir Esnaf ve Sanatkarlar Odası Birliği Başkanı ve İzmir Ayakkabıcılar Odası Başkanı gazetelerde okuduğumuz haberlerde bu işi yapan Türk işverenlerin %60'ının sektörden çekildiğini açıkladı. Suriyeliler işçi olarak geldiler, işveren oldular, patron oldular. Odamızda kayıtlı 39 Suriyeli işveren var. Bir kısmı da ticaret odasında kayıtlıdır. Siz bu konuda neler düşünüyorsunuz?
Şimdi bazı şehirlerimizde belediye başkanları ya da mülki amirler buna önlem aldılar orada. Sosyal medyada okuduğumda görüyorum. Türkiye'nin ekonomisi bu durumdayken kesinlikle kabul edilebilir bir şey değil.
Suriyeli nüfusun 1.8 milyonu çocuklardan oluşmakta. Bu bağlamda Milli Eğitim Bakanlığı, geçici eğitim merkezlerinin mülteci çocukların okullaştırılması, dil eğitimi ve eğitici eğitimine bakanlık tarafından büyük bir önem verildi. Okullarda sınıf ortamındaki ayrımcılıklara şahit olunduğu veya iş güvenliği olmadan sigortasız olarak çalıştırılan çocuk işçilerin olduğu bilinmekte. Siz bu konuda neler düşünüyorsunuz?
Eğitim zaten bir ülkenin en hassas olması gereken yer. Biz Arap değiliz. Arap kültürünü de kabul etmiyoruz ve zaten uyum sağlayacağımıza da inanmıyoruz. Bu durumda eğitimde olmaları en riskli bölüm zaten.
Sokakta, markette, dolmuşta, okulda, yani artık her yerde biz sığınmacılarla, mültecilerle karşılaşabiliyoruz. Yani sadece İzmir'de 120 bin, yani bizim yaşadığımız şehirde 120 binden fazla mülteci var. Sizin
bu kayıtlı olan.
Sizin mesela yan daireniz, komşunuz olarak bir Suriyeli yerlisiniz. Siz bu konuda ne düşünüyorsunuz?
Bu konu o kadar büyük ki artık hepimizin üzerinde bir psikolojik bir baskı var. Belki bundan 10 yıl önce olsa olmaz mı tabii. Ama şu anda tabii ki olur. Ülkemde istemiyorum. Ülkemin olanaklarını Türk insanının paylaşmasını.
Bu bahsettiğiniz üzere Suriyeli veya mülteci işçilerin sigortası çalışması konusunda değinmiştiniz. Siz olsanız gelir elde etmek uğruna fabrikanız var diyelim, daha ucuza çalıştıracak bir Suriyeli çalışan istihdam etmek ister miydiniz?
Ya da mülteci. Tabii ki istemezdi ama yapabilir mi? Ticari kaygıyla olabilir.
Çünkü yıllara göre göçmen kaçakçılığı verilerine baktığımızda 2024 tarihi itibariyle sayının 9500, sadece 9514 olduğunu görüyoruz. Yakalanan düzensiz göçmenlerin uyruklarına baktığımızda ise ilk sırada 46 bin küsur Afganistanlı ve 40 bin küsur Suriyeli. Göçmen kaçakçılığının cezası 3 yıldan 8 yıla kadar hapis cezası ve 10 bin liraya kadar adli para cezası. Operasyonlar neticesinde yakalanan düzensiz göçmenlerin ise İl Göç İdaresi Müdürlüklerine teslim edilerek sınır dışı işlemlerin başlatıldığı yetkililerce belirtiliyor. Siz bunlara inanıyor musunuz? Siz bunlara neler düşünüyorsunuz?
O sınır dışı işlemlerin gerçekleştiğine kesinlikle inanmıyorum. Yani o zaten siz onu sınır dışı işlemlerin de sınırdan bir şey değiştirmek gerek. Alman Başbakanı bir basın toplantısını izledim. Evet, açtık. Daha da açacağız. Lübnan'dan da açacağız. Ya hatırlayın, Afganistan'dan kaçarken uçağa tutunan insanları alıyoruz. Yani onlar 300 yıl gerideler. Düşünebiliyor musunuz? Zaten taciz tecavüz ne hale geldi o?
Evet. Tam bahsettiğiniz yerle ilgili bir soru. Yani Türkiye'de geçici koruma ve uluslararası koruma sayıları ile 2014'ten bu yana 3,5 milyon aşkın mülteci ve sığınmacıya ev sahipliği yaparak üst üste 9. kez dünyada en fazla mülteci barındıran ülke seçilmiş bir ülke. Suriyelilerin sadece %15 Avrupa Birliği'nde, Kanada'da, Amerika Birleşik Devletleri gibi gelişmiş ülkelere ulaşıyor. Yalnızca %15 ve %80'den fazlasıyla komşu ülkelerde yaşıyormuş. Türkiye, Ürdün, Irak, Yunan gibi ülkelerde. Bu ülkeler çok dikkat çekici değil mi? Yani sizce bu durum neden böyle, nasıl yorumluyorsunuz?
Tabii dikkat çekici ama bunun durumunu nasıl yapalım bilmiyorum. Onlar gerekli önlemleri alıyorlar. Her ülkeyi yöneten hükümetin önceliğinin kendi vatandaşı olması gerektiğine inanıyorum.
Stereotypes and discrimination are still suffered by foreigners. They are often criticized for their differences. But shouldn't we also welcome them to encourage them to integrate the society they are joining?
It is a fact that the most important issue for integration is empathy given by the hosting community towards foreigners.
Yes, I agree with that fact because when people go to another country, they are completely strange there. And when there is not empathy from the people there, then foreigners can't feel like home because it's a different culture, it's a different language sometimes, and if there's not someone from there who helps, who is empathetic and builds a strong, kind bond with the foreigners, it's a completely issue and it happens sometimes, so it's always good to be empathetic with the people who comes to the country.
How should a foreigner crossing the border manage to be accepted?
Sometimes it's the result of war, sometimes of dreams. Human stories are carried across borders, lives packed into a suitcase.
Benim adım Bogdan Kostanov, Ukrayna'dan geliyorum. Benim hikayem sınır var, ötesinde başlıyor.
Bize biraz kendinden bahseder misin?
Benim adım Bogdan Kostanov, Ukrayna'dan geliyorum. Çeşme Ulusal Gençlik Tesisi'nde okuyorum, 18 yaşındayım. Annemle ve babamla kaldım, 2 kardeşim. Benim ve talim kardeşimle orası.
Ülkemizde göç kararı nasıl alındı? Bu süreçten bize bahseder misin?
Annem ve babam boşandıktan sonra annem bir daha Türk'le evlendi ve öyle Türkiye'ye gelmeye karar verdi.
Ukrayna'da bıraktığın hayat nasıldı? Oradaki günlük yaşamında en çok özlediğin şey neydi?
Ukrayna'da bıraktığım hayat, yani ben seviyordum o hayatı, çok güzeldi. İlk 4 sınıfı orada okudum. Küçük şehirde, İrpin diye küçük bir şehir, Kiev'in yanında. En çok özlediğim şey galiba o orman yürüyüşleri. Çok güzel ormanlar vardı orada. Orada yürümeyi severdim.
Sınır kelimesi senin için ne ifade ediyor?
Ülkelerin ve milletlerin birbirinden ayıran hayali bir çizgidir bence.
Göçün sana öğrettiği en büyük şey neydi?
İnsan aynı insan kalır. Yani kendinin duyduğu sıkıntıları, iç sıkıntıları her yerde aynı olur yani. Bir şey değişmez.
Sence göç sadece fiziksel bir yolculuk mu? Yoksa başka nitelikleri de var mıdır?
Bence vardır çünkü insan birazcık farklı oluyor başka bir yere gelince. İşte kültüre göre uyum sağlıyor, konuştuğu göre uyum sağlıyor ve bazı insanlar bunu görüp değiştiğini düşünüyor.
Okulumuza gelmeye nasıl karar verdin ve arkadaşların arasında kendini nasıl hissediyorsun?
İlk önce mühendis olmak istiyordum. Yani ne mühendisi olacağımı bilmiyordum. Ondan sonra araştırmaya başladım işte. Buldum burada. Ulusal Gençlik Lisesi diye buldum. Ondan sonra tamam dedim. O zaman gemi mühendisi olacağım. Yani bu okula geldiğimde zaten Türkçe bildiğim için o kadar zorlanmadım yani sosyal olarak.
Sence insanlar göç edenleri daha iyi anlamak için ne yapmalı?
İlk önce bence bütün insanlara gösterilmelidir. Zaten bütün insanlar bir zamandır bir yerden göç etmiştir. Yani hiç kimse öyle toplumun bulunduğu yeri direkt orada yaşamış, çok nadiren görülen bir şey. Yani herkes neredeyse göç etti.
Gençlere senin gibi göç deneyimi yaşamış birinden nasıl bir mesaj vermek istersin?
Yani göç ettikten sonra en önemli olan şey bence 2 seçenekten birini seçmek. O da asimile olmak ya da kendin geldiğin ülkeden ya da topluma geri gitmek.
Olmasaydı dünya nasıl bir yer olurdu?
Bence dünya haos olurdu ama o taraftan da insanların kültürleri birbirine geldiği için gerçekten bence çok farklı bir şey oldu ve bence çok güzel bir dünya oldu.
Katılımı için teşekkür ederiz Bop'tan. Teşekkür ederiz.
Migration isn't just a change of location. It's a journey of one heart finding a home in another's heart, a journey of brand new beginnings.
Crossing the border and migrating permanently is sometimes a success. Just as there were once Gauls or Spaniards happy to live in the empire, Germans who became generals or dignitaries, some Basilius with Arabic origins, and Anatolian merchants throughout the empire, today there are foreigners who settle in the European Union or in Turkey. They must probably make special efforts in order to integrate.
Foreigners can be accepted when they start integrating the culture of the country they go to. For instance, your country has its own language, and if you go to another country to start to integrating beyond the boundary, you have to start like learning the culture of their language, the typical things they do there, because that's how you integrate into a society, and that's precisely what a foreigner should do.
Perhaps migrants have to change language first, as speaking Latin or Greek was absolutely necessary in order to be considered less barbarian in the past. You cannot only speak your native language in the modern times.
Be.Bo.P and the subject Geography C, we interviewed a colleague from the school of Thai nationality. We asked her about the reasons that brought her here, as well as her adaptation in the ESJP school community. For this work, we took information and statistics from the Poor Data Portal and school archives that allowed us to understand a sample of the numbers of resident foreign population, according to the 2021 census, in Portugal and in our city, Montijo. We can also observe a sample of colleagues from other nationalities at our school in October 2024. As we can see, the immigrants who reside most in Portugal are those of Brazilian nationality, followed by those of Angolan nationality, and the immigrants who reside the least in Portugal are those of Thai nationality. We can see that the immigrants who reside in Montijo are mostly of Brazilian nationality and less of Thai nationality, and finally, the immigrants who study at ESJP are more of Brazilian nationality and Angolan nationality and less of Thai nationality. In fact, the only student at the school who is Thai was our interviewee.
Okay, so do you agree this conversation will be recorded?
Yes, no problem.
Okay, so first please tell your name, your age, and your nationality.
My name is Tisha Kwame. I'm 17 years old and I'm from Thailand.
Alright, first question. How long have you been in Portugal and why did you came here?
I came here like 4 months and I came here because my parents work here.
What do they work?
Working, driving.
Second, what did you felt when you first came here? How was a different country?
Everything is new for me. I have to adapt to everything. Yes, the weather, people, everything.
The food is different too?
Yes.
Coming to a new school, new people, new teachers, did you feel like you were bullied or did you feel that we were friendly?
No, I don't think so because everyone is really nice for me, friendly. Yeah, the teacher too.
Did you make some friends, Portuguese people?
Yes.
What subjects do you learn here?
History.
Yes. Probably geography too.
Yes, yes.
Have you learned something in Portuguese?
Yes, I have learning Portuguese, but I cannot speak that good.
Do you know some words?
Yes, I know just a little of Portuguese.
Can you tell us some words?
Hola.
Okay. If you were in your school, in your country, and you received a Portuguese person in your class, would you help them or what would you do?
Sure, help them because I feel like they in the new country, like they don't know anything like me here for the first time. I will help them.
Do you have any project for the future? Do you know what you want to do?
Yes, I know I want to be for the future. I want to be a hostess. A hostess, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in Portuguese.
Okay, so you want to stay in Portugal?
Yes.
Do you like to visit some country or something in Portugal?
Yes, I want to go like another city. Yeah, travel around.
Do you have something that you like to do here in Portugal?
Yes, I like to go out with friends, Portuguese friends. They are nice.
It's good to feel the Portugal air, something like that. What would you say to someone who comes here and is afraid?
I'm gonna tell them like here is not every like can you like I will tell you to try to make some friends, talk to someone because it's not like everyone is friendly, like don't be afraid. Yes.
You want to learn some more?
I want to know run in Portuguese.
Okay, run is correr. Correr. So you have difficulty with the R, like correr.
Okay.
To say hectare in Portuguese. Pastéis.
Pastéis.
Pastéis.
Pastéis.
De nata.
Nata.
Okay? Pastéis de nata.
Pastéis de nata.
Pastéis de nata.
Pastéis de nata.
Okay, that's the food. That's your favorite food, right?
Yes.
Okay, so pastéis nata, it's more common here in our zone, but there's a lot more dishes that you should try. Have you tried some that you don't like? Some food that you don't like?
I have to answer.
If you don't have one, you don't have to answer.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Okay. So I want to say thank you for doing this interview, and I hope you have a wonderful school year and you make more friends here.
Thank you so much. Thank you too.
But local people must welcome newcomers from the outside. At the same time, foreigners explore the local culture.
Hello everyone, we are transnational team number 3 consisting of Patricia,
Kaline,
Laima,
Christians, Niklaus, Jakob, Ahmethan, Oda.
and we're gonna interview some immigrants and refugees that arrived in Cluj.
What do you know about Romania's natural cultural heritage? Do you find it worth visiting, spending a holiday?
Romania culture and heritage is fine because I felt maybe in different parts of the country they have different culture and traditions, and at least I've been to so many parts of this country, so like Piatania, like Buzău, like Galat, like Timișoara, like Sighișoara. Actually, part of the country I've been to, and the culture is fine, and at least I believe Romania are more open and they are not mean the way I see them and friendly.
Have you ever experienced a cultural ethnic shame disapproval?
No, never actually.
No.
Ethnic shame because nationality. So I actually originally Ukrainian, but I moved to States, and culturally things are very different there. People are very accepting. So yes, before I would feel, growing up in Ukraine, I would feel that probably yes, there was some of that, but I have learned to be acceptant. So no, I have never experienced that. Thank you.
And one more question: have you experienced exclusion because of your political beliefs?
Also, coming and being basically living in the States, people are very open there. So people kind of like accept all political views, and I learned not to express my political views a lot. So I have never experienced that.
How do you manage to preserve your cultural identity among majority?
Well, I mean, Romanian culture is not that different from ours. We are from Serbia, so it's kind of similar. We are neighbors and everything. But like here in this region of Romania, it's a bit different than we're from. It's like a bit more Western European, let's say, more like Northern Serbia. But yeah, I mean, when you travel, you have to respect the culture where you are traveling and the way people behave there and their customs and everything. So of course, you know, you perceive your culture and identity, but yeah, you have to respect where you are, you know.
And have you ever experienced cultural or ethnic disapproval?
Here in Romania, no. Like, okay, we've been here for a day, but I've been to Romania previously for like a week, and no, not a single thing.
Okay, thank you.
What do you know about Romania's natural cultural heritage? Is it worth visiting, spending a holiday, a tourist?
Actually, yeah, we find the visit worth in Romania. I love in Romania the nature. The nature is very lovely and very nice.
And the people are very nice.
The people mostly are very nice also.
Yeah. It's very, very beautiful and have a lot of natural things. Because I know something about natural in the earth, I like Romania too much.
And a lot of places to visit.
Yeah.
Even the people are very nice and kind. Usually smiley people.
Yeah.
How comfortable are you setting boundaries in your life?
Actually, I live in Bucharest, but sometimes I come here for travel. So here life is so comfortable. Like in dormitory life, it's very good facilities, and or other thing like daily life, our groceries or any other things. So it's so convenient and so near. I don't need to go so far or like that. And also university life, if I say, it's great. All the teachers are so friendly and they always help us. And all the people surrounding me, my Romanian native friend, and they are very humble, very helpful. Whenever I knock them that I need help and I forget the assignment or I need help on that, they always come forward to help me. So here life, if I study or if I say the city life or like that, so everything is like to me amazing.
Okay, so thank you.
They was helping us like to speak. They was speaking in English. If you was sitting in the center, you need help. You need to go to a location. Yes, they was helping us. I liked the life in Timișoara. Also, the Romanian people. Also, they was helpful all the time for the strangers, like for real. I like it really much. I like the student life. I came here like 18 years old, and I found a good people all the time. Yes, because of that I am happy to being here in Romania. I am here like for 8 years. 8 years until now. I didn't think I found myself in another country for the moment. Yes.
And about Cluj, is your first time here?
No, I have been before here with some organizations. Yes, it was a beautiful experience. I had it like I was here before 3 years, and I like it for real. Yes. Also, all the time, like I was asking, I want to go to that place or something. All the people, they are helping us.
There is no reason to discriminate against people from another country because borders do not define a person's value. For example, students from different countries can study together, become friends, and help each other despite speaking different languages or having different cultures.
One thing at least has profoundly changed, and it is impossible to compare the ancient empire and our modern countries because of this rupture in the history of mentalities. Greco-Roman civilization considered itself superior. It was unique. Perhaps Europeans thought the same thing in the 19th century, but today it seems that all human beings aspire to the same rights and greater equality.
We are a single human race. Science proves that beneath the color of our skin, we are identical. The same goes for gender. Talent and right have no gender, limiting someone because they are a man or a woman. Is not just implied was wants human potential. Inequality is that shows equality and border world where everyone has the same freedom to such.
Let us not forget the fall of Rome. This great empire, isolated from other peoples and constantly at war with its neighbours, finally met its end. Perhaps it would be wiser not to imitate Rome and close borders as the emperors did, or tried to do, but to implement intelligent regulations. The Romans needed allies among the barbarian tribes to defend their territory. Goths and Franks, in particular, served the Roman army and firmly supported Caesar's power. However, only a few of the leaders of these tribes were admitted as Roman citizens. Poorly integrated, these peoples remained foreigners even once settled in the empire, and in the end, they replaced it in the western part of its territories. The memory of this decline is certainly at the origin of some current fears, but isn't it more rational to be optimistic and to have confidence in our democratic values? To summarise the debate, according to people, boundaries are often useful, but they also constitute obstacles that we must overcome to make a better world.
To me, borders mean both protection and limitation. They show us who we are and challenge us to look beyond.
Borders can separate people, but they can also connect us. We're a part of one world.
To me, borders are the lines separating countries and people. They remind us that each culture is unique in its own way.
Borders protect identity but shouldn't limit curiosity or respect.
I see boundaries in culture and communication, but they can be crossed through understanding and respect.
Between generations, my grandparents' world feels different from mine.
Sometimes boundaries are invisible between cultures and opinions. Learning from others, we can cross them.
I see boundaries in time, privacy, and values that help me work with others.
I see boundaries the most between our cultures, since we practice very different traditions and customs.
We're all connected by the challenges we face: climate, peace, equality.
Kindness and curiosity. Even if we all speak different languages, we understand each other.
Probably similar goals, because at the end of the day, we all want peace and a good future for ourselves.
We are connected by shared feelings, stories, music, and sports.
Where every culture is respected and curiosity is stronger than fear.
An open and united Europe where everyone feels respected and safe.
To me, the ideal Europe would be a place where diversity is a good thing and it unites people rather than dividing them.
In my opinion, an ideal Europe is one that values unity, equality, and diversity.
We know that there is only one human community. The Romans were probably not as convinced of this as we are, despite the philosophers of antiquity. In our view, at least, borders should not separate people too sharply. In a certain sense, our era is one of globalization, which is the antithesis of segregation. It encourages us to liberate the economy and make travel possible, to overcome the differences between all kinds of individuals.
This freedom means, in your opinion, be able to cross borders, all sorts of frontiers.
It should be, yeah. Do you want me to expand on it? Or? Yeah, I mean, freedom should be across. It should be an universal, let's say, I mean, it should be universal. Like every single country and every single people around the world should have freedom of expressing their opinions, freedom of choosing. Overall, should have.
Thank you.
Does freedom mean, in your opinion, to be able to cross borders and all sorts of frontiers?
In our opinion, freedom means to be able to cross borders and all sorts of frontiers. Because we love traveling, and it's like
Because if you don't have freedom, you can struggle, you can discover other culture, you can cross border and go to other
and we love traveling.
Yeah. In our opinion, is yes, because we have freedom is be able to do whatever we want, go everywhere and go everywhere. So yes, and in some dictatorship countries, you are not able to go outside to travel, to not to see the examples of freedom and of liberty.
No, we think democracy means just more than that.
For example, we think democracy means freedom of speech, freedom to choose your own religion.
Young people are the decision makers of tomorrow. It seems they hope not only for a united Europe, which could be seen as a new empire, but also for a unified world, so that human beings are free to move around for tourism, business, or education, and, at the very least, allowed to leave dangerous areas to save themselves.
Hi, first of all, nice to meet you. I have a question. What is your opinion about freedom? If you think freedom means about to be able to cross about borders or the mental or physical borders also?
Okay. Well, I think that's essentially one of the things that freedom essentially means. The right to, for example, the right to road is a law, for example, in Britain, that allows you to go around all of the meadows and places. And that should kind of extend to the borders, in my opinion. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think you have a really good answer. So, thank you very much.
So I want to ask you if freedom means anything to you, and if crossing borders and traveling is an important subject.
I think freedom is really important, but I don't think only the freedom to move is the most important freedom. For me, it's more important like the social freedom or mental freedom to think what you want or do whatever you want, not only move.
Yes, and the ability, the right to cross in other country. What do you think? Should everybody have the same right to cross and travel to different states?
Yeah, I think everyone should have that right, because I think we are all citizens of the world and we all should have the possibility to visit every place.
Most of the young people we interviewed advocated for freedom of movement and the ability to mingle with others, but not necessarily the freedom to settle wherever they please. Today, the debate on boundaries remains open, even though state borders sometimes remain closed. But the walls the Romans erected to protect the provinces under their rule have remained untouched.